The transfer window is now and truly underway for Celtic, as we as a club have made 5 additions so far this summer, after today's latest reveal. In today's video we will discuss this, whilst also going over the massive Celtic transfer twist, and discussing the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Celtic have officially announced the signing of Maik Nawrocki from Legia Warsaw on a 5-year deal. The Scottish club will pay £4 million for the Polish defender, with a 15% sell-on fee agreed upon as part of his deal. Nawrocki, who's a former Werder Bremen youth player, was widely expected to sign for Celtic on Monday, alongside Korean duo Hyunjun Yang and Hyuk-kyu Hwon. This trio was unofficially pictured together at Celtic's training ground, Lennox Town, holding their shirts and posing for a photo. The 22-year-old Nawrocki is a promising talent who has been making waves in the Polish league. His arrival at Celtic will bolster the club's defensive options and add depth to the squad. Nawrocki's signing is part of Celtic's ongoing efforts to strengthen their team ahead of the new season. Celtic fans will be excited to see Nawrocki in action and will be hoping that he can quickly adapt to Scottish football and make a significant contribution to the team's success. The club will now look forward to integrating Nawrocki, Yang and Kwon into the squad and seeing their impact in the upcoming season. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers has warmly welcomed the new addition of Maik Nawrocki to the club's ranks, a player he has been familiar with since their paths crossed in the Europa League in 2021. The 2 Europa League matches between Leicester and Legia Warsaw ended in a 1-0 victory for Legia in Poland and a 3-1 win for Leicester in England. Nawrocki featured in the match in Poland, where he put a commendable performance in Legia's win. Rodgers said, "We're delighted to have brought in Maik to the club. He's a highly rated young player, and we believe he will be a valuable addition to our squad." Rodgers' familiarity with Nawrocki's abilities from that encounter may have played a part in his decision to sign him. He's also a player I'm very much aware of, having seen him play for Legia Warsaw in the Europa League. I was impressed by his performance. I know he was eager to join Celtic, and we're excited to start working with him, Rodgers added on the Celtic website. Nawrocki's signing is a strategic move by Celtic, aimed at strengthening their defensive lineup. With Rodgers' prior knowledge of Nawrocki's capabilities and the player's keenness to join the club, Celtic fans can look forward to seeing how this new addition will contribute to the team's success in the upcoming season. Just a quick one, boys and girls, to tell you that we have a new drop available on our website. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description or going to celticapparel.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. The transfer saga surrounding Croatian goalkeeper Dominik Livakovic, once seemingly nearing a close, has taken an unexpected twist. The number 1 shotstopper for both Dinamo Zagreb and the Croatian national team, Livakovic was reportedly close to a deal with Turkish side Fenerbahce. However, reports suggest that the transfer deal was far from being sealed. Celtic were also linked with a move earlier in July. A journalist in Turkey, Ahmet Konak, has stirred the pot by claiming that Celtic are still very much in the race for the talented goalkeeper. What was assumed to be a done deal for Fenerbahce now appears less certain, as the Turkish club continues to keep their options open, assessing other goalkeeping talent in the market. The 28-year-old keeper's Champions League, World Cup and Euros experience make him a significant target, and his potential addition to the Celtic squad would undoubtedly pose serious competition for the current number 1, Joe Hart, if Celtic could somehow beat other suitors to his signature. The recent turn of events has offered a glimmer of hope to the boys. If they can successfully pull off this deal, it would indeed be a substantial statement of intent from the Parkhead outfit. As the summer transfer window moves into the crucial phase, the race for Livakovic doesn't appear to be over. Celtic, despite the competition, may yet surprise everyone with a coup in the form of the Croatian goalkeeper. Celtic kick off their defence of the title and the treble on August the 5th. Celtic have already confirmed the signings of 4 players this summer. Marco Tilio, Odin Thiago Holm, Yang Hyun-jun and Kwon Hyuk-kyu have all come through the door at Parkhead for the first team. Regarding the B team, there's been little movement. Several players like Lewis Dobby and Carl have been promoted within. However, one youngster who could join the side led by Steve McManus and Darren O'Day from the outside is Alex Bonnet. The 20-year-old defender has been training with the Hoops over the past fortnight. He even got the chance to play in a friendly with Fraserburgh. According to the Daily Record, Celtic are continuing to run the rule over him before making a final decision. Taking players on trial is not something Celtic often do, although Bentneg does appear to be a big talent. We will have to wait and see what the decision is from Celtic here, but it may be long before we get one, as the Lowland League season is already underway. Celtic midfielder Matt O'Reilly has addressed his previous comments about former manager Ange Postecoglou, stating that his remarks were taken out of proportion. O'Reilly had previously praised current boss Brendan Rodgers for his approachable nature and willingness to engage in conversation with the players. This was perceived by some as a subtle criticism of Postecoglou's managerial style. Postecoglou responded to O'Reilly's comments, stating that while his door was always open for a chat, he preferred to maintain a certain professional distance from the players. However, O'Reilly has now clarified his comments, insisting that he did not intend to criticise Postecoglou. "I don't think I said anything bad about the previous manager, it was maybe blown out of proportion a little bit," O'Reilly said to Football Scotland. The midfielder went on to explain that different managers have different styles, and that it was not his intention to compare them in a negative light. "It's just different managerial styles. It's strange how people jump on it like they do, but that's football, especially when it's pre-season, and we need something to talk about," he added. O'Reilly also expressed his gratitude towards Postecoglou, under whose guidance he believes he improved significantly as a player. "Under the previous manager, I got so much better as a player, so I can't say I didn't like him at all, because in my career he's the one I've learnt most from. I am very grateful to have been able to work with him," he said. Speaking about the differences between Rodgers and Postecoglou, O'Reilly said, "In terms of their styles, yeah, it's very different. I don't think there's any right or wrong way." He acknowledged the success both managers have had, with Rodgers having a successful stint at Celtic, and Postecoglou earning a high-profile move after his time at the club. "For me, to have different styles to work with early in my career will help me," O'Reilly concluded, looking forward to continuing his development under Rodgers. This clarification from O'Reilly should put to rest any speculation about a rift between him and Postecoglou, and highlights the respect he has for both his current and former managers. Abada has been a terrific contributor for Celtic ever since his arrival from Maccabi Petr Tavika in 2021. While sometimes a little bit frustrating with the ball at his feet, his ability to pop up with goals has never been in question. Abada netted 15 during a terrific first campaign, while he managed 13 last season, despite not playing nearly as often. But while his finishing prowess has never been in doubt, some have raised concerns about other parts of his game, such as his passing and final ball. But it turns out he has been a real talent for creating goal-scoring chances too. As revealed by a football research group, CIES Football Observatory, in a recent tweet, Abada is a man for key passes. He ranks highest for under-23 players worldwide playing outside of the Big Five leagues, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and Ligue 1. Abada averaged 1.4 key passes per 90 minutes, with Cercle Bruges midfielder Jan Gobbo in second with 1.35 per 90. Interestingly enough, his Celtic teammate Matt O'Reilly also finds himself in the top 10 rundown in 6th position, 1.13 per 90. In truth, Abada can still be a bit of an enigma at times. You watch him some weeks and he's totally electric, yet in other matches he looks unable to beat the fullback. Yet his goal-scoring record is immense and, so it appears, is his creation of chances. Abada had been widely assumed to be leaving Celtic this summer, but it has recently emerged that a chat with Brendan Rodgers has convinced him to stay. It does feel like we may be onto even bigger things with him this season. He's definitely one to watch. Celtic fans, what do you make of our transfer business so far this summer? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Remember guys, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticapparel.com, or you can just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.